Embrace challenges, a Stoic approach to trials. Introduction. What if every challenge was a gift? Imagine this. You lose your job. A friend betrays you. You face rejection, failure, heartbreak. The average response? Panic, anger, withdrawal. But not for the Stoic. For the Stoic, every challenge is an opportunity, a call to rise, not retreat. To live as a Stoic is to embrace trials as part of the human experience, not as unfortunate events to avoid, but as stepping stones to strength, character, and wisdom. This is the art of enduring well, not merely surviving. Let's explore how the Stoics face challenges with power, and how you can do the same. Control what you can, accept what you can't. When life feels like chaos, the first Stoic principle is this. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Epictetus. The Stoic learns to separate what is within their control, thoughts, choices, actions, from what is outside of their control, weather, opinions, fate, the past. This mindset doesn't make hardship disappear, it just makes it manageable. Application. Lost a job? You can't change the decision, but you can update your resume, reflect on lessons, or seek new roles. Rejected by someone you loved? You can't change their feelings, but you can change your narrative about it. Hit by illness? You may not cure it, but you can choose your attitude toward recovery. Power begins the moment you stop trying to control what you can't. 2. Hardship is your training ground. Life's challenges are not interruptions. They're part of the curriculum. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Seneca. Just as resistance builds muscle, trials build your inner strength. The Stoic understands this, and does not ask to be spared from difficulty. They ask to be made strong enough to meet it. Examples of hidden training in hardship. Delays teach patience. Criticism builds humility. Failure sharpens focus. Loss deepens appreciation. Fear becomes a forge for courage. You don't go to the gym expecting comfort. Why expect life to be any different? 3. Mastering the inner reaction. The Stoic separates pain from suffering. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional, born from resistance and poor interpretation. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. Epictetus. This mindset trains you to own your reaction, no matter what happens externally. Modern example. 2 people lose their jobs. One says, "I'm worthless." The other says, "This is a hard reset. I'll build back stronger." Same event, radically different outcomes. Why? Interpretation. You are always telling yourself a story. The Stoic chooses one that empowers, not imprisons. 4. The obstacle is the way. This phrase, made famous by Marcus Aurelius and modernized by author Ryan Holiday, is not just poetic, it's a formula for living. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Every obstacle can become a teacher, every failure a doorway to growth. How to practice this mindset? When blocked, ask, what opportunity is hidden in this? When hurt, ask, what truth did this pain reveal? When stuck, ask, what skill does this moment demand? A Stoic doesn't waste a crisis. They turn it into transformation. Voluntary discomfort as preparation. The Stoic doesn't wait for trials. They prepare for them in advance through a practice called voluntary discomfort. Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself, "Is this the condition I feared?" Seneca. Modern applications. Fasting or eating simple food. Sleeping on the floor occasionally. Taking cold showers. Going without luxuries. These are not acts of punishment, they are training, They build psychological anti-fragility. When discomfort arrives, you're ready, because you've been there before on your own terms. 6. Journaling through the storm. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, journaled daily, not because he needed content for a book, but to maintain clarity during constant warfare, plague, and betrayal. Daily reflection builds perspective. It lets you process pain before it becomes poison. Prompt examples. What trial am I facing, and how am I responding? Am I reacting emotionally or acting wisely? What virtue can I practice in this challenge? Your mind is a battlefield. Journaling is how you hold the line. 7. Turn setbacks into service. A Stoic doesn't just grow from pain, they give through it. Every scar becomes a story that can guide others. Don't waste your suffering. Modern Stoic axiom. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "Who could benefit from what I'm learning? How can I turn this hardship into a message of hope? What wisdom can I carry forward and share?" Your pain, when understood, becomes a gift, not just to you, but to the world. Conclusion. Live as the rock, not the wave. Life won't go easy on you, and that's a promise. But the Stoic way teaches this. You are not a victim of fate. You are the sculptor of your soul. You cannot control the storm, but you can become the stillness within it. You cannot avoid challenges, but you can embrace them with courage, clarity, and calm. So the next time life hits you hard, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is this here to teach me?" That's the Stoic path. That's how you become unbreakable.